Shivering in the freezing dark with numb fingers and wet wood is a nightmare every camper dreads. Why let a damp match ruin your survival? Welcome back. Today, we're sparking life into any storm with the ultimate fire starters. Grab yours via the links below. The number 5 product on our list is QuickStove Fire Starter. Nothing feels longer than trying to start a fire with cold hands, damp wood, and fading daylight closing in around camp. That frustration disappears fast with these compact fuel discs. The moment one catches flame, you realize this isn't just another weak fire starter struggling against wind and moisture. The burn is intense, steady, and surprisingly long-lasting, creating serious heat that helps stubborn wood ignite without constant babysitting. For campers, overlanders, backpackers, and emergency preparedness enthusiasts, that reliability becomes incredibly valuable when conditions turn rough. One of the smartest details is the compact size, because these discs slide easily into bug-out bags, camping kits, glove compartments, or survival packs without adding annoying bulk. The waterproof construction also means rain and snow stop feeling like a disaster for campfire setup. Compared with traditional fatwood sticks that sometimes need extra tinder or careful placement, these fuel discs feel more controlled and consistent, especially during high wind or wet conditions. The natural cedar and paraffin blend burns clean without the harsh chemical smell many synthetic fire starters produce, which makes them far more pleasant around tents or indoor fireplaces. The only small drawback is that the strong heat output can burn through smaller wood pieces quickly if you overload the fire too early. For outdoor adventurers, winter campers, and anyone building a dependable emergency fire kit, this feels like the kind of gear you appreciate most when conditions become unpredictable. At number 4 is Lightning Nuggets Fire Starter. Few things kill the camping mood faster than crouching over stubborn wet wood while smoke burns your eyes and the fire refuses to catch. That's exactly why these compact fire starters feel so satisfying to use. One small nugget is enough to turn frustration into instant flame, and the simplicity honestly becomes addictive after a few trips outdoors. No lighter fluid smell, no piles of newspaper blowing around camp, just a steady, reliable burn that keeps feeding heat long enough for logs and charcoal to ignite properly. The 15-minute burn time is where this fire starter quietly separates itself from weaker options that flame out too quickly when conditions get rough. Campers using wood stoves, fire pits, pizza ovens, or backyard grills will especially appreciate how clean and controlled the ignition feels. The food-safe formula is another underrated advantage because it removes that chemical odor many people notice around cooking fires and barbecue setups. Compared with messy gel starters or cheap wax cubes that crumble apart in storage, these nuggets feel cleaner, easier to pack, and more dependable in real outdoor conditions. The only small downside is that frequent campers may burn through the supply quickly because using them becomes incredibly convenient. For campers, cabin owners, backyard fire pit enthusiasts, and anyone tired of wasting time fighting reluctant flames, this little fire starter delivers the kind of effortless setup that makes outdoor evenings feel far more relaxing from the very beginning. The third one on our list is Uberleben Rod Fire Starter. One failed spark in freezing rain can turn a simple camping trip into a long, miserable night. And that's exactly where this rugged ferro rod earns real respect. The first thing that stands out is how aggressively it throws molten sparks. Even with damp tinder and cold wind pushing against you, the ignition feels fast, controlled, and surprisingly confidence-boosting. That matters when most campers are tired of flimsy fire starters that work perfectly at home but struggle once conditions become unpredictable. The oversized 6-inch rod gives this survival tool a serious advantage for bushcraft, overlanding, hiking, and emergency kits because it feels substantial in the hand without becoming bulky inside a backpack. Its hexagon profile also adds more grip and stability during strikes, especially when your hands are cold or wet. Compared with smaller round ferro rods, wear down quickly and scatter weak sparks, this one feels engineered for repeated hard use over years of outdoor trips. The integrated striker adds extra practicality too, functioning as a scraper, ruler, hex wrench, and bottle opener without feeling gimmicky. There is a slight learning curve for beginners unfamiliar with ferrocerium rods, especially compared to simple lighter-based options, but experienced campers and survival enthusiasts will appreciate the reliability. For anyone building dependable bushcraft gear or upgrading emergency fire starting equipment, this tool feels purpose-built for real wilderness conditions, rather than casual backyard use. On number 2 is Gofire Fire Starter. Nothing ruins outdoor confidence faster than striking match after match while cold wind tears through your campsite and damp wood refuses to cooperate. That frustration disappears quickly once this compact fire starter gets involved. Instead of weak flames or chemical-soaked lighter cubes that burn out too fast, this survival tool creates a tall, aggressive flame that immediately grabs stubborn wood, charcoal, and wet tinder. The difference feels obvious within seconds. Campers, overlanders, RV travelers, and emergency preparedness enthusiasts will appreciate how simple the process becomes. Tear the pouch, light the corner, and let the fire build naturally without constant babysitting. The weatherproof design also makes a huge impact during rough conditions because rain, snow, and strong wind barely slow it down. Compared with traditional fatwood sticks or basic wax starters that often require extra kindling, this option burns hotter and more consistently with far less effort. Another underrated advantage is the clean experience. There is almost no heavy smoke, oily residue, or strong fuel odor lingering around the campsite, which makes it feel more refined than many petroleum-based fire starters. The only downside is that single-use pouches may not appeal to hardcore bushcraft users who prefer reusable ferro rods, but for fast ignition and dependable campfire performance, this fire starter delivers a level of convenience that feels incredibly reassuring when conditions turn unpredictable outdoors. Now moving to the last one is Plow and Hearth Fire Starter. Most people do not realize how frustrating fire building becomes until they are standing in freezing air with damp wood, numb fingers, and a campfire that refuses to catch. That is where these fatwood sticks quietly prove their value. The resin-rich pine ignites with impressive speed and creates a hot, steady flame that feels far more dependable than crumpled newspaper, cheap tinder cubes, or chemical-soaked lighter fluids. What makes this fire starter stand out is the simplicity. Break off a couple of pre-split sticks, strike a flame, and the fire begins building naturally without the usual struggle of feeding tiny twigs every few seconds. Campers, cabin owners, backyard fire pit users, and emergency preparedness enthusiasts will especially appreciate how clean the experience feels. There is no harsh fuel smell, no greasy residue, and no cloud of smoke ruining the atmosphere around the fire. Compared with synthetic fire starter blocks that can feel artificial and short-lived, these natural fatwood pieces create a warmer and more traditional fire-building experience. The downside is that fatwood can burn faster in extremely windy conditions compared to longer-burning fuel discs, so experienced outdoor users may still want backup tinder for severe weather trips. Still, for everyday camping, wood stoves, grills, and cozy outdoor evenings, this fire starter brings back the simple satisfaction of getting a strong fire going without turning it into a chore. So guys, this was the video about the best camping fire starter. We've carefully covered some of the best options available right now to help you make a smarter and more confident decision. Whether you're looking for performance, durability, value for money, or the latest features, this guide was designed to give you a clear and practical overview so you can pick what truly fits your needs. If any of the products we mentioned caught your interest, you'll find all the links conveniently placed in the description below. Make sure to check them out for more details, updated pricing, and availability. Taking a moment to explore those links can really help you choose the right option without any confusion. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating more useful and high-quality videos for you. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.